grab it out of the water, cut the rope. 哎，谢谢你啊，很辛苦啊。不用动啊！哎呀，那个不能在上面的，你要在下面搞啊。So we just left Juanyugang and we're on our way to Budai. 已经开始有很多 trap， 现在完蛋了，怎么办？
有一艘小船来了是吧？
哦，跟着他吗？
我跟着他。
对。
We're in the old port of Budai here, and you'll see around us are only R-style boats or sampans. And the reason for that is that we're going to a very shallow part of the ocean where they harvest these oysters. We're very lucky today to have Hongge show us this process. Step one in this part of the aquaculture, where they actually grow the oysters. And when we came in the other day by boat, you saw all the oyster beds. That's what we're gonna go see right now. In Budai, about 60% of the population is involved in the oyster harvesting business, and another 10 or 20% are in related business, like shucking oysters, fixing boats. So this is really a major industry in this part of Taiwan. And this is really where a lot of the oysters you eat are grown, because the water is clear and the oysters from this part of Taiwan are the best. So I'd like to introduce Hongge to you. He's gonna show us his oyster beds. He is the oyster king of Budai. He's got about 50 of those oyster bamboo structures where they grow the oysters, and he also buys and sells a lot of oysters. 那洪哥，你是做那个行业已经多久？
从父亲开始已经做了57年。
哇，是你爸爸开始做了。
对。
那现在你儿子也做。
对，那现在交由第3代
OK
去经营。
OK， 养那个哇，这是全年都可以做了，是不是？
是全年度的话哈，要从比较南部的海域，从台南一直收成，布袋、东石，然后到云林，到彰化，一路从南往北收成，那就全年度都有鹅啊。
你这数字都是给雷达看得到，是不是？
做记号，每一个养殖户他做记号。
所以要一直要数是一个人的，那个才是的是别人的。
那又是一个人的。
OK，
那又是一个人的。
OK。There are at least 2,000 or 3,000 of these floating pods. That's why it's so difficult to get into the harbor, especially when it's raining and dark. 哦，快到了，是不是？
快到了，哎，快到了。
这里的深度是多少？
大概1.5米至2米左右。
OK。
来，豪哥，跟你说明一下怎么去采收这个鹅啊。那个，我请我儿子示范给你看。
OK， 好。
好。就是这样子，右手先抓住。左手割绳子，
再拉上去，
拉上去，左手割绳子，
这样 OK。
左手拉起来，好，这个把它割断，好。厉害，
不错。洪哥，你儿子现在是开始做那个生意，是不是？
是的，他从大学毕业以后，他就有兴趣。也能够吃苦，所以他就把这个事业承接起来。
OK， 那儿子过来一下，
目前都是
介绍一下，
他在主导整个事情。
哦 ，OK， 那个很辛苦，你怎么会想做这个工作？
这个行业如果没有人接，很可惜这样子。
那时候我的儿子还在高中，因为他阿公阿嬷自己2个人在做，真的是太辛苦了，因为这个是劳力工作啦，所以他寒暑假都会回外公外婆家帮忙。就一直从高中1年级一直帮到大学毕业退伍了以后，他才正式来承接这个行业。年轻人他会去创新，他会去思考， 在网络上没有人去贩卖这一些传统的一些农产品，所以他大概在15年前，
那他自己想出来这样
对
做，
他自己想出来，在15年前他就试图的去建构自己的网络。
那你的比例在网上买的是多少？
目前大概一半。
哦，这真的还不错啊。那个活是什么时候开始放在水里？怎么是开始拿出来？
大概10月过后开始放苗，大概端午节过后，6月开始收成这样子。
So I want to see if I can get a job. So I'm going to do a couple more to see if these can be done more efficiently. Grab it out of the water, cut the rope. 哎，力气太大。OK， 再来一次。OK， 好。There it is, about 1.5 meters long. I would say it weighs about 5公斤、7公斤啊，
差不多。
那它怎么会长这样的？
分开就是说要让它有生长环境。
They will actually use the old oyster and tie it onto the rope in spaces, and that will form the basis for the new oysters growing. 那挺谢谢你。
不会，
我现在再多一点了解那个怎么。好，谢谢。Okay, thank you so much. Go to step 2. This is the second stage of the oyster harvesting process, the cleaning. And in this stage, oysters are coming from all over Taiwan. They're taken off the truck here where they've been collected on the strings in a circle, and they're dumped into these machines here where they're separated into single oysters. And also the string they're growing on is removed. And then they're washed, and then they're taken to the third stage, which is the shucking. It's not an easy job. These guys work 8 till 6 every day. It's hard on the back, it's long hours, it's not an easy job. Remember that when you eat your oyster. Now for phase 3 of the oyster harvesting, where they shuck them. This is opening the oysters and taking the meat out. We have Hong Ge's wife is going to introduce this part of the process, and it's typical in many of the things we do in Taiwan. These are family-run businesses. Hong Tai.
嗨，你好。
你好，你好。
嗨，你好。
你们这里有多少个人帮忙？
总共大约有20几个人。
一个人一天可以捕多少颗？
大约有的40几斤，有的50几斤都有。嘿，对。
那我也听说，恒哥的妈妈还在这里播客。
在那边，在那边。
他几岁啊？
他已经80几岁了。哇！来，你先起来来。
你好，你很厉害。
这家姐当了啦，哦，现在这个老了。
那他还是每一天上班呢？
你打刚刚来家吗？
没了。
不会痛吗？手指不会痛啊？
手骨来听呗？
没了。
没了。
他说不会。
不会啊，很厉害。
之前跟我爸爸每天早上都4点多就出海，除了是台风天，
就是已经把它拉出来了。
对，他就跟我爸爸2个就是传统的方式，好就把它拉起来，然后他以前是传统，他就这样子一直敲这个鹅啊，把它敲成这样，让我们去剥。就没有机器做？没有。那你可以帮我剥一下，我看你一分钟能剥多少个？你坐咧剥鹅啊，来哈，好，开始。
它这里分小的跟大的，是不是？
对，分小的跟大的。
价钱不一样啊。
小的是夜市那个蚵仔煎打他们要用的，嘿。
我还是很厉害。20秒。太紧张了，慢慢来，没有关系的。好，1分钟大概7克。还是蛮不错，非常好，谢谢你。
你讲甲你说多声。
I'm always impressed to see these kind of family enterprises have the young people, like the third generation, and also the older people still involved. I think there's no reason for her to really be doing this other than she's done it for so many years and she still feels like she has to contribute. And that's really the touching thing about these family businesses in Taiwan. And it's particularly great to see that we also have the third generation continuing this tradition.
好来哦，我出水也来，5、4、3。
卡哇伊。As I promised, we have to go to Budai Fishing Harbor. We were in the yacht harbor. It's important for us to go to every fishing harbor. So that's where we're gonna go now. It's just a short trip. It's right next to it. You can see it. And we're gonna go to the fishing harbor and dock there. Now we're in the real Budai Harbor. The old harbor where we left this morning, which is actually next to it, but this is called Budai Third Fishing Harbor, which is where the bigger fishing boats are. But it's really still very shallow, only 2.5 meters. I'm just looking for a place to dock. 我们靠这边呢。不用动啊，屁！哎呀，那个不能在上面的，你要在下面搞啊！哇，有很多东西还要走。哇 ，too much, too much。好，来。再 wrap around 就可以了。We finally made it, Budai Fishing Harbor. This harbor has a long history and used to be called Budai Kao, which is like the mouth of a bag, like those little bumps you see in there, because there used to be a lot of lagoons out there where they're now raising the oysters. The harbors here have a long history. Its proximity to Xiamen, China, being in the center of Taiwan, has made it a major trading port. In the early days, it was salt from the salt flat. Later on, during the Japanese occupation, there was sugar. I'm very glad to be here. This is a Class 2 fishing harbor. You can see there are some fishing boats here. We finally made it to Budai Harbor, our first stop on the official trip around all the Taiwan harbors. So that's about it for Budai Harbor. I'm going to dock the boat, and please join us for the next leg of the adventure.